Hello, hello, it's Memento with the biggest phase. No, seriously, that's the name of the scene. It's called Biggest Phase. I'm gonna talk about Otakon! Yippee! In my incredibly scuffed cosplay. I'm gonna give you guys the good, the bad, and especially the sweaty when it comes to Otakon 2024. For a little bit of frame of reference, I have been going to Otakon since 2008. I've missed 2 years, one being the year it didn't happen in 2020, and one being the following year in 2021 because I got sick. I was very, very sad. I actually released like a super cute TikTok about it that I doubt I can actually pull up, but every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static, and every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat so? I can't let you go. Want you in my life. So, I've only missed 2 years, I've been going for a heck of a long time, and I have a ton of opinions about Otakon in general. So, on Thursday, we got there sometime in the evening. It was awesome. The line moved really quickly on Thursday, which was such a relief because I was a bit worried because Otakon can be a little dicey about the lines. So, Thursday, we went, we chilled. We didn't really stay at the convention for more than like it took to get the badge and then run to the Walgreens to get stuff. Then, Friday, we had a late start every single day, but that's a-okay. So, Friday, I wore my Dancing Star Night futaba, which I absolutely love. It is one of my favorite cosplays to wear. And I changed it out for a skirt because missed opportunity. You can see another photo. Again, we were just chilling. So I was in that outfit on Friday. We were super lucky that the line to get in moved hella fast. In years past, last year, we stood outside for 2 hours waiting to get into this con. So that was like a really dicey Otakon because we were out in the sun so freaking long. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to end up with like the most wicked sunburn from this. I also had taken that year my winter futaba outfit, and that was so not fun to stand outside in, even when I took the coat off. So I was pleasantly surprised that this year we got right in. We were not outside long at all, and it was such a blessing. Oh my goodness, I was so worried. So Friday, super smooth, super chill. We mainly just shopped around. There wasn't a lot. I noticed that getting in, we sat down for a little bit, and then I really didn't have any issues on Friday. So Saturday, let me give you guys the most cursed photo of me. Saturday and Sunday I was in Sable. This is from Saturday night. This is me bush teching. Saturday and Sunday both I was in my Sable cosplay, which I was a bit worried to wear. Futaba ended up being a little bit warm because that jacket doesn't breathe, and I have the same issue with the shirt for Sable, so I was like kind of low-key worried about it. Again, we got in no problem. There was no line to get in. We did come late, but even still, we had a friend who came late the year before, and she still had to wait a long time, so, that was such a blessing. It ended up not being terrible. It was a little warm, but it still wasn't too bad. I mostly didn't wear a mask that day because I actually had makeup on that was on the bottom half of my face. But if I did I wore a mask for a short burst of time if I was in super crowded areas, and I would just tuck it under so my little heart, you could see my little heart. And my friend very nicely got these photos of me where I'm bush tucking. I met some super cuties, though, while I was in my Sable cosplay, including a ghostie that was like, "Are you Sable?" And I was like, "Are you Ghosty?" So that was super fun. That was super duper fun. And then I told you this is like a semi scuffed one. I also saw this super cute Elodie. God, I hope I'm right. I was staring at this poor girl. I felt a little bit bad because I was like staring at her and I was like, why do I recognize that shirt? Where have I seen that outfit from? And then I saw the med kit and I was like, oh my god, you're a Dead by Daylight character. I don't know what one, but you're a Dead by Daylight character. So that was super exciting. I saw another Sable in a different outfit and she was so adorable. And I forgot to include, on Friday night, I ran into an artist who looked stunning. Like, holy heck, stunning. Oh my gosh, I didn't take that many photos at the actual con. I really need to ask my friend to send me a few. There's a great photo of, I ran up to a Michael Myers. I think Ghosty was there too. You'd think I'd know that for sure. Oh, there might have been a Freddy there. I know there was a Jason. I ran up to them in Sable and went, "Do you want to kill me?" With my full fucking chest. Oh my gosh. I really asked these strange men if they wanted to murder me in a photo, and they were like, sure. And I was like, oh, thank you. Honestly, there was a lot of really cool stuff happening at Otakon. Saturday night, I went to Iron Editor, and I actually got to play in one of the game shows, but they ripped me off. I was supposed to win. Me and my partner, we worked hard. We knew we weren't going to get these commercials right. We were playing a game where we had to guess what the commercial was about, and we knew we weren't going to get it. After that first one, we knew that we had to be funny. And we should have had 2 points. We should have won because the host was like, if no one gets it, I'll give it to the funniest. And we were the funniest on 2 different occasions. And she didn't give us the point. She only gave it for one of them. And I was like, so we were supposed to win. My friends were all very deeply upset about my lack of a win in my little, in my competition. But me and my partner worked so hard at that. He was such a chill dude. I had such a fun time with him. We literally like just both volunteered to go up, and then we kind of like we had some same brain cell stuff going on. I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek. I did a photo shoot. My friend did a photo shoot with me. So I found this area and I was like, IDK man, let's take some photos here because I had no idea how to pose for Sable. Alright guys, I think this is the picture I should keep up. The picture of me looking fucking dead. That's my current vibe whenever I'm at Otakon. It's just dead. I really wanted to get a bunch of pictures, and I just kind of laid there for like a second. She's like, click, click, and I'm like, oh, thank you. I lied. You guys get my bush tech photo because this is my oh, wait, I have one more to show you guys. All weekend, my neighbors were watching my cat, so I got kitty updates. Now I'm gonna go back to the cursed photo. We are bush teching. Alright, so the good, the bad, the stinky. Because by God, there was a lot of stinky. Okay. So Friday and Saturday, I didn't have as many issues. I would put the mask on. I wore my mask most of Friday. I wore it on and off on Saturday because I didn't want to fuck up my makeup too badly. Normally I'm more of a like, let me wear it all the time, but I was also kind of trying to experiment and see how much I would need it. Sunday, I almost could not wear it at all because when I was in Dealers and Artists on Sunday, it was so humid and overwhelming. But, like I said, I did not have to wait in a single line to get into the convention. I did not have to stand outside to get to the convention, and that's huge. My biggest complaint about Otakon throughout the years, again, I have been going, for anyone who came a little bit later, I have been going to Otakon since 2008. I lived through the great overcrowding incidents of 2013, 2014, and 2015. And yeah, I have waited in some hellish lines. Even when they moved the convention, for a frame of reference, for anyone who doesn't know the history of Otakon, it used to be in Baltimore, and when their contract ran out with the Baltimore Convention Center, instead of renewing it because they had at that point outgrown the current space of the Baltimore Convention Center, they decided to move to DC while the Convention Center in Baltimore is also refurbishing and doing some other stuff. So I've been to it at both places. Were you there for the fire alarm? Yes. That was also a rough time. I went to burlesque and saw a sexy Tamagotchi. Tell me more. I love that. I wish I'd made it to burlesque. When was burlesque? We only did Iron Editor, and on Sunday we went to the AMV runners up and we watched the closing AMV, the Eric Cartman, the I'm sailing away. I really am glad that I went for low-key stuff at Otakon just because it's so hot and the overheating issue there can be so bad. So I'm kind of glad that I went really low-key this year as opposed to last year I did Mewberry, and that was hard to wear. That was super hard to wear. But it was nice this year. I didn't have to deal with lines for anything. We got into the convention right away. We got into the panels right away. Even when we left to run to the bathroom, even as they were letting more people into the AMV, we were able to get back in right away. So it was nice that I didn't have the line issues that I complain about every year. But it was a very smooth running Otakon. My only complaint is, one, bitches gotta be wearing deodorant. If you can't wear deodorant, find like a perfume that's gonna mask something, please, for the love of everything. And please ventilate your dealer's hall and artist alley. The artists will thank you. They need this as much as as much as everyone else does. Also, I really think, unpopular opinion, this isn't directed at Otakon. Stop letting people have props in dealers and artists. I don't want to get hit with a scythe. I'm gonna be mad. If you're carrying around that giant cross on your back and you turn quickly and that goes into my head, I'm going to let my inner anger out. I really just think they should make it so that no one has props in dealers and artists. Like, just think if you hit someone's display too. That would legitimately be a problem. I also wish they would introduce an 18 plus room. I'm all for man titties, but like first thing walk into Artist Alley was a bit much. Interesting yeah. That is true. We are getting more and more like lewd stuff, and like don't get me wrong, I don't mind per se. But maybe yeah, like even just have like the 18 plus stuff towards the back so it's not the first thing you see because it is a child friendly con. Yeah, no shade to artists with that. It's just, yeah, no, you don't want that to be the first thing, especially since your con isn't 18 plus. Like, Otakon is one of those cons where I'm like, I think most cons should go 18 plus. KatsuCon. But Otakon, I can go either way. I see that being a pretty family-friendly experience, but also I'm all for 18 plus spaces. But yeah, I think moving the 18 plus stuff or 16 plus stuff, like have your more family-friendly stuff at the front. We always talk about what the overarching anime is, and we were like, more than anything else, we saw a lot of One Piece because there's so many characters, and oh my gosh, the amount of Has-Been Hotel. Holy shit. Also a little bit of Hell of a Boss, which warmed my heart. Do you guys want to see a haul? Do you guys want to see the haul of everything I bought? I got the Twiki Bubble Tea. I am in love with this. So one up feeds into my Memcho love, and one a little Memcho plush. My name does not come from Memcho though. I can't wait to set up all my little mems though. My husband? It's a duck. I got a random duck. So hard to see, and it just says, do you ever think about dying? I had to have the mini blade body pillow. The last thing I got was I did this mystery box, and they basically were like, satisfaction guaranteed. If you don't like something you got and you have it in stock, you can exchange it. I did get a couple stickers, and they're really cute. May all your Delulu come true, Lulu. Cheese slut. Oh, it just says pee pee poo poo. And this one just says, ah. And that is at least almost all of my Otakon haul. If I had to give my honest feedback to Otakon, it's really just try to get things aired out more. Try to make sure you're blasting your AC. It's hot in DC. And I've had some years where I've felt really sick at Otakon because of the heat. So I think however cold you think that convention center needs to be, make it colder. Overall, I met some wonderful people. I handed out a shit ton of cards. Slowly I'm getting rid of them. But yeah, that's been my Otakon 2024 wrap up. I am so excited for Otakon 2025. Even if the vibe has changed, the con is so special to me. It was the first ever con I went to, and oh gosh, at some point I'm gonna have to take a trip down memory lane with that, because I have a lot of fond memories from Otakon. I'd have to get permission to tell some of these stories, but I've met amazing people through Otakon. I've met some wonderful people that I still have in my life to this day through Otakon, and it has a near and dear place in my heart, and I will hopefully never stop going to that convention. Even if I stop going to other conventions, I think Otakon will be the one that I hold out on the longest, because I love it. I love the con so much. I really do. And in general, I think this was a very well organized year. Don't mind me. I'm gonna be so mad that I did that when I go to edit this video.